Hello Nintendo Wii here, welcome back to Let's Play Retro Games. And I can't believe it, welcome to episode 20 of Games I Got Recently. Can't believe I've done 20 episodes of this. It's all part of the playlist if you want to go back and see all the other Games I Got Recently videos, but for now let's get started taking a look at some amazing games that I picked up between Christmas and now at the end of January. Let's start with some things I picked up at Christmas. The first thing, you may have seen the gameplay video a few weeks ago. This is Super Probotector. The PAL version of this game here comes for free. So I was very excited to get this. I've always wanted to get the PAL versions of the Contra games, just because it's kind of interesting to see how Probotector came about. So definitely go and check my video out about that if you're interested in it and you want to see a bit more gameplay. Now, this may be a bit weird. It's not a Nintendo game, and I don't think I've mentioned this yet either. But here's two games for the Xbox One. I picked up Super Lucky's Tale, which I haven't actually played yet, but it looks like a fun platformer. And of course, the obvious reason to get an Xbox One if you're a retro fan, Rare Replay. And I've been enjoying this a lot. Actually, look out for a video coming soon on my friend's channel called Beard Gaming. I'll be doing a collaboration with him, talking about some retro game compilations, and this is one of the games that I've chosen to go in that video. So if you want to see more about that game, have a look at his channel. The video should be up there fairly soon, so please look forward to that. Next up, I did mention this in one of my videos earlier in the year, but I just want to bring it up again because I never really gave it a chance in its own video. This is Lufia II. Really great game. I've actually been able to put some time into it now and I'm really enjoying it. I knew I would. I mean, I've read about it for years, so I'm so excited to finally get my own copy. It's complete in box. I love the manual that comes with this as well. So far, everything about this game is brilliant. I'll probably do a review about it when I've finished the game, so I don't want to say too much about it just now, but just wanted to show that I picked it up and expect to hear more about it in the future. Another game I got at Christmas, and I haven't had a chance to play it yet, but you know how much I really love the Steins Gate games. This is Chaos Child for the PS4. The prequel, or not really a prequel, but it's all part of the same series as Steins Gate, the adventure series. It also includes Robotics Note, which unfortunately hasn't got a release overseas yet, so fingers crossed it does, but until then, I'm sure this game will hold me over very well. It looks like a great game. I've heard amazing things about it. I tried watching the anime before, but the anime isn't great. As everyone says, go and play the game instead, so really looking forward to playing this. I want to finish Steins Gate on the Vita first though. Another recent game. This is a game I picked up at the same time as I got the Pikachu 2DS XL, which I mentioned in the last episode. Here it is, Hey Pikmin for the 3DS. Really enjoying this game. I didn't think I would because the reviews were sort of average to fairly poor, but I am really enjoying it. I'm a huge fan of the Pikmin series and it was great to see it come back. It's really kind of a breath of fresh air actually. I love that they kept a lot of the features of the other Pikmin games and made it side-scrolling. It's a really clever game actually. I definitely recommend it if you have a 3DS or a 2DS. Now back to retro games. I went to Birmingham yesterday actually to go to a particular shop that followed me on Twitter. They did promise me that they'd have Mega Man 6 in stock for me to go and pick up. Unfortunately when I got there they couldn't actually find the game, which I found a bit strange, but the guy was very nice. He did apologise to me and he actually let me go into the back of the shop and they had an incredible selection of games. I didn't have that much money with me, so I only picked up two, but two games that I've been looking for a long time. The first one here is the original Toe Jam and Earl. I have the second and third Toe Jam and Earl games, but I've never actually owned or played the first one, so I know that's a bit strange, so here it is, I finally have it. And I've got a friend coming around next month and we're going to be doing this in 2-player, so maybe I'll do a Let's Play Retro Games video with him in it as well. I'm sure he'd really like that. So there's Toe Jam and Earl. And the other game that I picked up, one that I've seen at conventions quite often recently, and it's a game that I've wanted for a while, so I was very excited to find this. Not Mega Man 6 that I was hoping, but still a really great game for the NES. This is Rad Gravity. If you haven't heard of it, it's a really interesting game where the gravity obviously flips up and down as you're going through the different levels. It has really nice graphics. There's a terrible title, but you can ignore that, so there we go. Rad Gravity. I'll put some gameplay up here for you. Definitely recommend going and checking this game out. It's really good, and the instruction book actually includes a comic strip as well, which is really unique. And of course I brought this up in the last episode, but I just want to show it again now. This is the Pikachu Special Edition 2DS XL. I'll put a link to the video up here if you want to go and hear my thoughts about this and about some upcoming 3DS games. I also picked up the special edition of Axiom Verge on the Switch. It's a really great special edition. It comes with an art book, a soundtrack, and a 5-hour Blu-ray, which was a really interesting watch. I've actually watched the whole thing now. The game itself is great too, an amazing Metroidvania style game with a really interesting glitch mechanic. Definitely recommend this one. So that's all the games I wanted to talk about in this episode, but there's just a few more really cool retro gaming items that I want to show to you guys before I wrap it up. The first thing here is this book, the SNES Compendium, something that I pledged on Kickstarter a long time ago, and it finally came through the post the other week. Really great read. It's a really fantastic book. It's really well presented as well. And it also came with this, some photos of SNES consoles. Came in this lovely folder as well. Here's some lovely, really close-up photos of the Super Famicom. That one's got Secret of Mana 2 on it. And the American SNES as well, which no one really likes the design of, but it's still really cool to have. A close-up of the SNES and the Super Nintendo logos as well, so that's really nice to have. I'll definitely put these up on the wall somewhere. It's a really great book, and I definitely recommend going and checking it out. And talking about great books on the SNES, here's another one that I picked up recently from Forbidden Planet. This is called Playing with Superpower, and it's an officially licensed SNES book that came out around the same time as the SNES Mini. And here's what the book looks like inside. I think they kind of skimped out on the UK version and just gave us a different overlay, but the actual book itself still has the American style. But one thing I really love about this, it gives you very in-depth looks at how the games were made, and goes into even the creation of the system and some different beta versions of it and everything. And at the back as well, it also has a really fantastic section dedicated to fan sites and fans of SNES games. One of my favourite fan websites and podcast is The Conversation, or DK Vine as their website's called, and it's really great to see them in this book. This is actually how I found out about the book, through one of their podcasts. So thanks for the recommendation, guys. I really enjoyed this, and I'm sure you will too. Just one more thing to show now, and I might need to zoom the camera out a bit for this one. This is something I got off Reddit as part of the Secret Santa. I didn't even remember mentioning that Illusion of Time or Illusion of Gaia is my favourite game, so imagine my surprise when this came through the post. I was so excited, I just couldn't even believe what I was seeing. So if you can see, there is an Illusion of Gaia map printed on A1, and at the bottom there it's got all the different characters and enemies from the games and where you can find them on the map. So this is a really cool thing to have, and I can't wait to get it put up on the wall somewhere. So whoever you were on Reddit, thank you so much. You have no idea how much I appreciate this. And hopefully you'll see it in the background on a future video. It might even fit over there, possibly. I'll figure something out. So thank you very much for watching. That was Games I Got Recently, episode 20. Please comment, rate and subscribe. My goal this year is to get 3,000 subscribers, so if you can tell your friends about my channel, put it on Twitter, put it on Facebook, anywhere that you are on social media, that would be a big help. Don't forget to check out my Patreon, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Thanks very much for watching episode 20 of Games I Got Recently. I just want to mention a video that I did with the Beard Gaming. It's a collaboration about our favourite retro game compilations. It's up now on his channel, so click the link and give it a watch.